This lesson is Tom Petty's Wildflowers. You need a capo. It's on the 5th fret. You're using about 5 or 6 chords. Let's get started. The bulk of the song is this right here. Let's break that down. The first chord is an F9 chord. Your first finger goes on the 1st fret of the B string, your second finger goes on the 2nd fret of the G, and your third finger goes on the 3rd fret of the D, and your ring finger goes on the 3rd fret of the little E. And so this first chord you strum. So the first strum that happens on this chord is with a hammer-on, which is where you take a finger on your left hand or your fretting hand, and you're going to move it down onto the string, like that. And you're going to strum the whole chord, the bottom 4 or thinnest 4 strings. And that's the first strum for the F9 chord. Then you've got a C chord, but the C chord is going to have an extra note on the pinky staying on the 3rd fret of the little E. Your first finger stays on the 1st fret of the B string. Your middle finger, however, moves to the 2nd fret of the D, and your ring finger moves to the 3rd fret of the A. And that hammer-on, well, another hammer-on is going to happen on the 2nd fret there of the D string, where you're strumming the thinnest 5 strings. And the last chord is a G chord. Your pinky finger is going to stay there on that 3rd fret of the little string, and then your middle finger is going to the 2nd fret of the A string, and your ring finger is going to the 3rd fret of the big E string. And then you're going to need this first finger to come off and on. There's no hammer on it. It's just an on and off situation. So I'm going to play that whole measure where you've got, so down, down, up, down, on, off, off. And those are the 3 chords for the major part of the song. Let's go over the rhythm. One thing that's really important about the rhythm of this song are accents, meaning you're going to strum certain you're going to have certain strums that are going to be louder than other strums. So you're going to go without the hammer on, you're going to go so it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1. So if we add the hammer-ons in there to that thing, so let's look at the left hand while that is happening. Another thing that you'll notice about the strumming pattern is that there is a swinging thing happening. So it goes, a swinging means you're playing the first 8th note long and the second 8th note short, like long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, instead of an even like. That difference? For the intro of this song, you're going to play through that strumming pattern, or those 4 chords, F, C, G, C, for the intro twice. And then you go into the chorus and you play that 4 times, but on the 4th time you're going to have 4 C's at the end. So you've got this. Then the verse is just 4 times through that chord progression, just like it is. And then there's another section which has some different chords in it, and that's called an interlude. So let's go over that. The first chord is another F chord, but we're going to play it differently. Your first finger stays on the 1st fret of the B string. Your 2nd finger goes to the 2nd fret of the G string. Your 3rd finger goes all the way to the 3rd fret of the A string, and then underneath or behind it on the D string is your pinky finger. And you're just strumming the middle 4, so you kind of want to have this first finger leaning on this first string here, so that you get this. Oops. So that you get this. Alright, so the rhythm pattern for that is down, down, up. And then you're switching to a C chord, where your first finger is on the 1st fret of the B string, your 2nd finger is on the 2nd fret of the D string, and your 3rd finger is on the 3rd fret of the A string with an open G string and a muted high E string again. And that's rhythm pattern is also down, down, up. So you've got this. And then all you do for the 3rd chord, for this A minor 7 chord, is take a ring finger away, and then you've got an open A string. And actually there you can strum all the strings if you want to, but mostly just the bottom 5. With that same down, down, up. And then you're moving to a D chord, so we're moving completely to a different spot. Your first finger goes to the 2nd fret of the G string, your 2nd finger goes to the 2nd fret of the little E, and you're making a little triangle with your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. It's that same down, up, down, up. So all 4 of those chords sound like this. To a G chord, and you're doing that same pattern that you did during the verse, chorus, and intro, with that down, down, up, down. So you got off, 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 on, off, off. Alright, for after you do that G chord twice, which was that chord right there, you're coming back to an F chord, but you're going to play this F chord for a full measure. So your rhythm pattern for that is down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And you want to make sure you get that accent in there of down, down, up, down, up, down. And then you're moving to that A minor 7, which was the 4th chord from before, with the first finger here and on the 1st fret of the B, and the 2nd finger here on the 2nd fret of the D, and you got more of that full measure down, down, up, down, up, down. So those 2 chords together are like this. And then you're moving back to a G chord again for 2 measures. So if we put all of that together, we have this. And all of that repeats, and you have yourself an interlude. And that's everything for this song. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to like and subscribe, that's cool. I'd appreciate it. And y'all have a good one.